even go down anywhere near there. They'll say they got guns and stuff. I don't want to get shot. The mail lady a few years ago, she knew my parents, and they were talking. She told them that they pulled guns out on her.
Right.
Because she was a different driver than what usually comes by there. The lady told me it's about six, about I guess probably about a dozen pulled guns out on her.
They teaching hate. You think them people don't sit there and preach hate for anybody who's not a Muslim? All I can tell you is they're not welcome in my house or my neighborhood. They best stay away from me.
People come into town and they do their shopping in town, but you know, they seem like a nice group of people, but I've only heard bad things about that camp up there. That they're stockpiling weapons. They've threatened people in town. They threatened to blow up the high school. I just want to know what they're doing up there. I want to know if they are stockpiling weapons. I'd like to know. It's, 20 minutes away.
No, you don't want to get screwed around and get caught up there, because you will not walk out of that place. Simple as that. You better know what you're doing when you're messing with them people up there. They got an armed guard at the gate. Just go up there, park on the road, and walk down that gate and see how you're treated. Leave him at the car so he has somebody to call for help.
Brent Garfield, a 15-year member of Muslims of America, insists Sheikh Jelani's camps are law-abiding and peaceful villages. But Ashley, who maintains Brent Garfield recruited her into the Muslim organization, tells a different story.
Is there a group called Muslims of America here in Denver?
Yes, there is, and I'm a part of that group. And basically what we talk about is, it's not nothing like, basically we talk about the strength of black people and the strength of Allah and God.
Ashley agreed to watch Sheikh Jelani's Soldiers of Allah videotape and tell us her thoughts on the guerrilla warfare training video.
And we are soldiers of Allah. I wouldn't lie, we are, but at the same time we don't believe in violence.
Now, but what he's teaching in the Soldiers of Allah training tape is bomb-making materials, car hijackings, assassinations.
We do learn how to do all that. You guys gotta understand, we have a lot of people that come in verbally, physically, mentally attack us.
Now, you just heard someone say that Sheikh Jelani is a terrorist, who is the founder of Muslims of America, a group that you belong to.
He's not a terrorist. He's just basically someone that believes in something that some people in America don't believe in, so they would call him a terrorist. He preaches about basically, they be trying to recruit people into doing some retarded how I am.
Now, when you say retarded, you're talking car bombings, assassinations, terrorist attacks.
Yeah, I'm talking about that. I'm not like these, so if you're doing a documentary on, I am nothing like them.
Clearly, Sheikh Jelani is seen on the videotape teaching paramilitary training, from firing weapons to setting off explosives to learning self-defense techniques. He even warns his American followers not to let this guerrilla warfare training tape fall into the wrong hands.
You should see that it is your personal property, and do not make any illegal copy. Don't make any copy of this film, so that it may not fall in the hands of the enemies of Islam, and it can be, quite serious.
Are his American recruits heeding his instructions? Are they establishing what Sheikh Jelani calls the most advanced training courses in Islamic military warfare? Or are these Islamic camps simply peaceful Muslim villages? To help answer that question, we traveled throughout the east coast of the United States to visit his camps. We wanted to ask Sheikh Jelani's leaders to watch the Soldiers of Allah videotape and tell us whether they accept or reject his call to violence.
I'm just asking you to leave. Listen to me, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I'm asking you to leave. If you don't call, if you're a liar. Watch the video. You're a liar.
It was a journey of which no one could predict its outcome.
We have had several calls in the past up and down that road of gunfire.
Visiting known terrorist camps with a history of violence and that were concealed in the backyards of rural America had everyone on edge. Our previous activities and investigations had already angered many of Sheikh Jelani's followers in this Islamic community.
So who are you with, sir?
I'm with a group called Christian Action Network.
Yes. Well, I think we have a lawsuit against you. Okay?
Yeah, he's still behind me. I'll just dial 911 and say York, South Carolina. I'm coming up to a traffic light here, and he is dead behind me. tears rolling down his window. Hold on one second. What do you mean it's going to be me?
Come on the land, I'm going to put the police on you. What is your name?
Jason Campbell, Christian Action Network.
Come on our land anymore.
It's not open to the public?
No, not for you, it's not, because you're a scandal monger.
I'm not a scandal monger.
We don't have you on our land anymore. Come down there and you'll be arrested.
But your land is open to the public.
You'll be arrested if you come down there.
Memories among the community were still fresh of our public demonstration to have a road sign named after their terrorist leader, Sheikh Jilani, removed from Red House, Virginia in Charlotte County.
A name a lot if the name of a road is in question, a road bearing the name of an international terrorist.
Over a road sign that is named after Sheikh Mubarak Jilani. Opponents of the road name say that the Muslims of America group who named the road and live in the area are hideouts for a terror organization. They also blame Jilani for the beheading of journalist Daniel Pearl, who was reportedly on his way to interview Jilani when he was abducted. That was back in 2002.
Remove the sign. Jilani Lane is insane. Jilani Lane is insane.
Charlotte County is the home of one of America's most famed founding fathers, Patrick Henry, who is best remembered for his speech, "Give me liberty or give me death."
I just don't think that it's good for America. I don't think it's good for Virginia, and I certainly don't think it's good for Charlotte County, the home of Patrick Henry, to be honoring an international terrorist on its road sign.
Even with evidence of Sheikh Jilani's terror connections, the Charlotte County Board of Supervisors refused to rename the road sign. One supervisor told us that they were in fear of their lives if the Muslim group ever retaliated. The road sign in Charlotte County, Virginia, remains as America's only street sign that publicly honors a known international Islamic terrorist. Our adventure to Sheikh Jilani's terrorist camps to get their leaders to view the Soldiers of Allah videotape ranged from peaceful meetings to police confrontations to violence to the discovery of a newly created Muslims of America compound. Commerce Police did not force us to remove our display, but the officers did ask us for our material on Sheikh Jilani's terror organization. Not all Muslims of America compounds were as confrontational or unfriendly. We were greeted with open arms by the leader of a small camp in Jessup, Georgia, though he would not give us his name. We'll call him Azad.
Now in this video, it is a video of Mubarak Sheikh Jilani, and the video is called Soldiers of Allah. Have you ever heard of such a video?
You got it now?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
You're most welcome to join one of our, advanced training course in Islamic military warfare. An organization under the auspices of Muslims of the Americas Incorporated. The organization is called Soldiers of Allah.
So when Sheikh Jilani says that he's establishing the most advanced guerrilla warfare training camps in America, do you agree with that or not?
I can't agree with that. I can't agree with anything.
Azad did not argue the fact that Sheikh Jilani was establishing guerrilla warfare training camps, only that the Sheikh's training camps were not the most advanced in the world.
So Muslims got secret groups, the Americans got secret groups, the Russians got secret groups. Everybody in the United States got a secret, overt, covert operating group somewhere in the world, exploiting all around the world, doing everything and anything.
Azad directly admits that Muslims of America has its own covert operating group in America.